Welcome to the very first episode of Kaminacation. Today's topic is, what did I learn in 2018? What have I learned in 2018? Number one, you got to let shit go. If you don't, you will never grow. It rhymes. Let it go or you won't grow. Let it go or you won't grow. Okay, and I'm going to tell you what I had to let go this year. I had to let go a relationship of 7 years. Yes, 7. I said 7. You heard me right. 7 years. I had to let it go because it was no longer helping me grow. That's what I was saying. Let it go or you won't grow. Let it go
Please stop.
or you won't grow. It was no longer helping me grow. I will never speak ill about this relationship because I grew so much. But as time went on, it just no longer fit who I was becoming and who I was growing into. I felt like I was leaving him behind as far as growth goes. And I felt like he had some growing to do on his own. And I did too. And I felt like it would be best for both of us for us to part ways. Okay? So I had to let it go. I've been holding on to it. It's been, this situation where it's like we're trying to fix it. And I love him so much. And we spent all this time and invested all this time into it. And it's like, I can't let it go. I was especially afraid to let it go because I was scared that if I did, he was going to go find some other girl and go do the stuff for her. Everything that I said and I taught him. Okay? What's that Beyonce lyric? It's escaping me. But it's something about you think somebody else, it's an upgrade you.
Actually, it's ring the alarm, but
I'm not going to let nobody profit off of everything that I taught. That's dead. But then I had to accept, it's okay if he were to go and use everything that he learned from me to go be with someone else. It's okay because I love him that much that's always what I wanted for him was to grow. I had to let it go so that I could do better on my own. I also had to let go negative feelings toward my mother and choices that she made in my childhood. I realized that I wasn't accepting her as a human being. She was always just my mom. And so a lot of things that she did, I always saw her like, that's my mom. This is my mom doing this to me. My mom did this. My mom did this. And I was carrying this baggage of all the things that I felt like my mom did to me. When in reality, she didn't really do anything to me. She just was living her life, making her choices and making her mistakes just like the rest of us. And I was taking it very personally. So I had to realize, you can't take that personally. It's okay for anybody to make mistakes. It's not about you. It was never about you. And I had to let that go. And me and my mom are living very peacefully now. She's my best friend in the whole wide world. Oh. Finally, I had to let go of people who had hurt me. You got to let that hurt go because it's done. It's over. And it will stop you from living your best present life, from being present in this moment if you're still caught up in things that happened to you 5 years ago. We can move on to number 2 now. I also learned that I am everything that I need and then some. And then some. Someone else can't complete me when I am already whole, perfect, and complete. My mama taught me that. Shout out to you, mama. Shout out to her because I love her. I'm already whole, perfect, and complete. I don't need somebody to complete me. I can have somebody who can benefit me, right? Who can help me grow. But I don't need nobody to make me feel whole. I'm already whole. I had to learn that lesson because I started seeking others to fulfill my needs instead of me figuring out how do I fulfill this for myself. That's important to do. Figure out how to make yourself feel whole and complete. You don't need somebody else to complete you, period. Number 3, it is okay to do things alone. This goes perfectly with what I just said about I'm already everything that I need. I don't need to be, I got to this point where number 1, me being with the same person for so long, we did everything together. If you know me personally, you know that we were attached at the hip. If you saw me, you saw him. If you saw him, you saw me. If you didn't see us together, you where's so-and-so at? I'm not going to say his name. Not quite yet. Ha ha ha. But where is so-and-so at? They will always ask us, where's the other person at? That's how much we were together. And it took me a while to realize that that is unhealthy. It is okay to do things by yourself and without anyone else's approval. Like, if I'm like, oh, I'm about to up and go to France, I don't need nobody approval to tell me it's okay for me to take myself to France. No, go do it. Go live your life, sis. I just had got to a point with my ex that, like, if he didn't want to do something, I didn't do it, including me leaving the country. Like, we had been planning to do that for a while, and it just wasn't happening, and it kept me from doing it. Like, why? That's dumb and weird. Go by yourself. Duh. Send them pics. Send them. You ain't want to come? That's on you. But yeah, like, after we broke up, I started doing so many things by myself, and I love it. I was going out to eat by myself. I was going to parties by myself, okay, and dancing. I wasn't just going and standing on the wall. Like, I was
Go for me.
Go
for me.
Okay, I was in that joint. I was going to parties. I would go get a drink by myself. I would go for a walk alone. I might bring a book with me, or not. I would just go alone, and it just became so peaceful. Spending time by yourself, it forces you to get to know yourself. It quiets your mind. You don't have somebody else talking to you. Now you gotta listen to your own thoughts. And that shit is scary. Have your thoughts ever scared you? No? If not, you need to spend more time alone, okay? Period. Done. Number 4. Oh, come on. I get it. My phone dying. I know. Jeez, come on. Let me live my life, iPhone, Apple. Let me live my life. Number 4. You gotta be stingy with your time and with your energy. I know I have a certain je ne sais quoi about me, and people want my time and people want my energy. I had to learn, like, that shit is valuable. Everybody don't deserve it. Did you hear me? Everybody don't deserve it. I had to realize, like, I don't even want you. I just want you to want me. That's dumb and weird. I'm sorry, to my past self. I'm sorry that you were so weird, Kamina. But yeah, like, that's strange. Like, if they don't want you, keep it pushing. And on top of that, if they do want you, decide if you want them. Because everybody is not worth your time and energy. They don't deserve it. Just because they want you don't mean they deserve you. Okay? Leave them right where they at. They'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's all right to be like, oh, never mind. I thought I wanted you, but I don't. That's okay. Sometimes we get attached to our choices. You don't need to be attached to your choices. You made the choice. You can change your mind. All right? It's all right. If I could add that in as a little, subsection B to this whole 5 things I learned. That's a joke that me and my mom have. If you see section 1, subsection A, anyway, subsection B is like, you can change your mind, but like, sometimes we feel like we spent a certain amount of time investing into somebody, and we feel like it entitles them to more of our time. No, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I mean, if you invested time into them and it's not working out and they're not who you want them to be, let that shit go. See, number 1 on the list, let that shit go. Okay? Like, just because you spend time with somebody doesn't mean your feelings about them can't change, okay? It's okay. Just move on. You don't got to stick it out unless y'all are, like, married. And even then, you can still say peace. But I'm not suggesting y'all go divorcing your husbands and shit and then be like, oh, well, because Amina said, yeah, don't put me in it, sis. Bruh, whoever. Don't put me in it. I'm just saying. If it ain't what you want, why are you holding on to it? That was number 4. Lastly is number 5. Do what you want to do. Let me come closer. Do what you want to do. Do what you want. But be accountable. Be accountable. And just accept that whatever happens afterwards, you caused it, okay? All of our choices lead to it's a domino effect. When you make a choice to do one thing, all these other things are going to happen. And you might not have control over it, but just accept that you made the choice to even start that whole effect. You started. You tipped the chain reaction. You started all of that, okay? Accept that. For example, let's say you meet this guy and he cool or whatever, and you decide I'm gonna give up the goods. Cool, fine. Live your life. Feminism, girl power, so on and so forth. It's your body. Do what you want, girl. Okay. However, if somewhere down the line you find that he is not what you thought he was, do not blame him for not being what you thought he was. Maybe you should have waited longer. I ain't judging you, like I said, sis, or bruh, or whoever. I am not judging you. Don't blame him or her or whatever for not being what you thought they were. Because that's not their fault. That ain't their fault, so you cannot blame them for it. Only person that you can look at is yourself and think, maybe I should have waited a little bit longer. Or maybe it's okay that they're not who I thought they were. I still had fun. Either way, accept the outcome of your choices, okay? Because if you don't, you're going to be full of resentment and hate and anger, and that is not good for your skin, honey. It's not. It ain't good. Let it go. Holding on to all that anger, it ain't good for you. Let it go. Take your losses and turn them into lessons every single time. Every single time. So thank you for coming to my first episode of Kaminacation. I hope you enjoyed what I had to say. Next time I'll be talking a little bit more about some personal things and some things about why am I in France and what brought me here and what's going on with me now. Or maybe not. I might just talk about whatever I feel like, okay? I'm sorry. That's how my brain works. But I hope you still come back. All right? I love you. Bye.